Yeah, having a really good ATM so far. I'm Martin Drew, I'm the Senior Vice President for Global Sales and Cargo at Etihad Airways. And I have to say, the show thus far has been, last year was very busy, but this year it's gone up a level or two. It's, just there's a real buzz about the place, and just the sheer number of people is exciting. I mean, travel is back, there's no doubt about it.
It certainly is, and give us an update on Etihad.
So Etihad, so look, we're now come out of the COVID era, there's no doubt about that. Exciting times for us again. We now go back into growth mode. So we're going to see around about 30% growth year on year this year in terms of ASKs, in terms of capacity growth. A number of exciting developments as relates to our network. The focus for us now is to really start rebuilding the network, to build that depth back in, to give us more frequency, to improve connectivity over the Abu Dhabi hub. But also as well, we're starting a number of new routes this year. So we operate into Malaga, into Mykonos, Lisbon. Later in the year, we go back into Düsseldorf and Copenhagen as well. And this year as well, excitingly, we see the return of some of our A380s as well, which is our real flagship aircraft, and those aircraft will be deployed on London. So exciting times. In addition to that, we've got sort of our new business class product as well that we launched on our A350s. It's an incredible product, sort of private suites. And in addition to that as well, we're now starting to roll out across our network our enhanced sort of dining experience on board. We've partnered with Armani Casa, so the dining equipment is all Armani. And then we're also sort of elevating just the whole overall dining experience. So lots of exciting things to come. And then later this year, we'll be celebrating our 20th anniversary as well. So in November, what a milestone. It's just 20 years old, still a relatively young airline, but so a really exciting year for us.
20 years young, I think.
Yes,
really,
yes,
to be honest.
exactly.
You don't look it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And obviously a big theme here at ATM is sustainability, and I know that's very, very core and central to your kind of overall. Tell us a little bit about kind of what you're doing in that area.
Yes, sustainability, you're right, it's very high on our agenda. We do really a lot of great things in that space. We have an aircraft, we have a 787, which is called the Greenliner, which is dedicated to basically sustainability sort of initiatives. And we also now have the A350, the Sustainable 50 as it's called, where these aircraft are really used as test beds for various sustainability initiatives where we run eco flights, so using SAF, but also as well, other things that we've now done, we've reduced the use of single-use plastics on board by some 80%. Sustainability for us is such a key thing, and obviously, we have a responsibility to really decarbonise aviation, and that's something we see ourselves as being somewhat of thought leaders in helping to achieve that. So sustainability is a key focus area for us.
And you talked a little bit already about new routes and kind of resuming flights as well. A lot of that was kind of very kind of west kind of focused. I think one of the things I picked up here at the show has been the rise of kind of the east in a sense, and that's coming back. Now, tell us a little bit about kind of that side of the planet, the world.
The east in terms of India is a huge focus area for us now. Obviously, the growth that we're seeing in that market is pretty phenomenal. So, we're ramping up frequencies. We operate to 10 points in India at the moment, along with our partners, Air Arabia, Abu Dhabi, and we're looking to see how we build that even more. And then, of course, now with China reopening as well, that's a huge focus area for us. We're operating into 3 points in China, Beijing, Shanghai and Guangzhou. We recently moved from Beijing Capital Airport to Daxing as well, which is a beautiful airport. The plan is now to start really increasing frequency into China and potentially look at other gateways as well.
Very, very exciting. And technology obviously really helping you innovate, get more sustainable. Tell us a little bit about kind of how you've been deploying kind of tech into the proposition.
We just recently made the switch in terms of our PSS from Sabre to Amadeus, which was a big thing for any airline to make that change, and that all went very smoothly. So we now continue sort of in terms of the digitalization, continue on that journey, and with Amadeus as well, it's going to help us elevate that even more. Of course, NDC becomes, it's very much a core part of our strategy. We really start to ramp that up this year now in terms of our NDC path, and I think something that Etihad's always done very well is we've always innovated just in general, but from a tech standpoint, that's somewhere I think we've always been quite advanced, and we really continue that journey this year.
You obviously have under your kind of a role at cargo as well, so Give us an update kind of in that regard.
Yeah, cargo. So cargo, as we know, during COVID, when the passenger business was hit so hard, cargo was a real lifeline for the airline. What we achieved from a cargo perspective was pretty phenomenal. We were deploying passenger aircraft just for cargo purposes. We also operate a fleet of freighters. We have 5 777 freighters. And then we recently just announced a firm order for 7 A350 freighters as well. So we continue to invest in cargo. Cargo's always been an important part of our business. And of course, during COVID, it became an even more important part of the business. But we'll continue to invest in cargo. It's key to sort of developing Abu Dhabi as well. So we want to create, very similar to how we are so focused on really developing Abu Dhabi as a destination. From a cargo perspective, we're focused on how we create Abu Dhabi as a logistics and express hub as well.
I'm really glad to hear that, and that was really going to be my kind of next question, which is about, we've talked about kind of, Etihad kind of travel, kind of taking kind of to the world, Abu Dhabi itself, how it's your home, right? Tell us a little bit about kind of how you're really kind of banging.
I mean, I think Abu Dhabi now as a proposition in terms of a destination, it just gets stronger and stronger. And you're right. I mean, a key part of our mandate as the national carrier of the UAE and Abu Dhabi is to promote destination Abu Dhabi as a tourist destination, also as a centre for commerce as well. And if you look at a lot of the things that have come online now in terms of new assets in Abu Dhabi, you look at Yas Island, Yas Bay, you've got the new Hilton, you've got SeaWorld that opens later this month as well, and then you look at the properties on Saadiyat, for example, and the whole cultural sort of element to Abu Dhabi, the Louvre. You then have the Guggenheim that's coming. It just gets stronger and stronger as a destination. So we're very fortunate to call Abu Dhabi home, because it is an amazing place to live, to work, and as I said, as a destination, you just get stronger and stronger.
And how are you integrating that into the proposition? How easy is it for guests, on Etihad to kind of really think about a kind of a one-stop kind of sort of integrated solution?
It is easy. I mean, it's easy. I mean, in terms of the packages that we offer through Etihad Holidays, but as well as through all our trade partners. So we work with as you would expect, all the biggest tour operators, and we see that growth of Abu Dhabi as a destination through those channels as well. And also as well, of course, a key part for really driving awareness of the destination is a stopover product as well. So that's something that we promote. It's very easy to book. So if you're traveling, say, from the US through to India, for example, to break that long journey up, why don't you stay for a day or two in Abu Dhabi to break that? And what that does is it helps create awareness for the destination, because people then stop in Abu Dhabi and think, do you know what, I'd like to come back here on vacation. So the stopover product is key for us to really create awareness for Abu Dhabi.
One of the really kind of fluid kind of aspects of COVID was the travel trade itself, and that again has like you kind of really bounced back. How important is the trade itself to you now?
Yeah, the trade. I mean, I think we've always seen ourselves as being very trade friendly. I think we've always punched above our weight in terms of the share that we get from our key trade partners, and that will never change. We always go above and beyond, I think, to work with our trade. We are incredibly proud of the relationships, the partnerships that we have with the trade across all markets that we operate in, and that's something that will never change.
Listen, Martin, thank you so much for your time today. Really appreciate you taking time out of your massively busy schedule talking to us today.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the show.